Man, I'm confused, man. Eddie Boy is too damn old to be getting caught up in this internet bush like this. He don't have nothing to do with no rap career. I mean, these YNs is on the internet politicking out of nowhere without having no rap career. Individuals such as myself wound up here because I had a public career where I was used to doing interviews, being on microphones in front of the public. And as things morphed, it was natural for me to try out this new thing that was going on. A lot of other guys have different motivation for being here. Shout out to my brother Byron Blake. Brother Blake also was a member of the industry by other way, and through morphing and times changing, ended up on the internet through a natural progression of his career. I don't understand how you can be Eddie Boy, OG, Rolling 60s, trying to Rolling 60s, trying to get. I don't know why I felt like I had to censor that. I wasn't dissing. Trying to, like, for the most part, image wise, compare yourself to Big U, put yourself above Big U, like Big U. If you hear him tell the day one stories, how Big U wasn't no original, he came around there, this, that, and he always try to like knock down the image that the world had of Big U. Or this guy, he wasn't all that. He was more regular than that. You speak on all these political issues. Then we found out he was in prison reporting on incoming shipments. Try to give you a benefit of the doubt, but you co-signing 600 and hold no 100. So that should just, birds of feather flock together. But I ran across a title, Eddie Boy versus Byron Blake. I don't understand how he can have himself crossed up with a battle rapper from St. Louis at his age, bro. He somehow lets this individual get his attention enough to where we got a title that says Eddie Boy versus Byron Blake. I don't know how goofier or old ass nigga could get that's supposed to be assalamu alaikum, detached from worldly concerns, especially from street concerns. Nigga on here talking about he used the police against niggas. But with no further ado, we finna see what Brother Blake and Eddie Boy I've been up to. This goddamn shine. Double up, get your peoples, cuz. E-double.
This time, we got a special episode of Crackheads Gone Wild. We got your boy, Eddie Boy. This boy, hey, he got his pennies in a bunch. Hey, listen, dude. One thing I know for sure is that dudes like y'all think y'all are really slick. Y'all try to like talk in circles and shit. Bro, that 1982 shit ain't gonna work, man. Let me tell you something.
I cut Doobie on here rambling, saying a bunch of mumbo jumbo, had some paperwork, and like it's really consequential. And then the motherfucker, he don't never get to no punchline. Bunch of bullshit.
First of all, your cover is blown. I got something special coming for you. I ain't finna drop it tonight. I'm gonna drop it probably tomorrow, but I got something special coming for you. Your cover is blown, kid. You might as well hang this YouTube shit up. Anyway, Eddie Boy decided that he want to go on a rant after 1090 Jake dropped the nonsense that he dropped, right? So this is just a small clip of what he had to say.
Well, I say, man, everybody pick and choose. Everybody be selective. And if you
imagine his first thing was, man, I'm only on here speaking on anything. My brother got a raw deal 30 years ago. He was only interested in the individuals that was related to that case. He didn't worry about nothing else. Now he on here campaigning on Brother Blake. This nigga here.
Man like me, you really don't care because you got to have to the point and you got to have the balls where you just don't give a fuck. But now let's talk about Byron Blake for a minute. He always getting on there. He's talking about WAC 100. He's talking about 600. He's talking about 1090 Jake. He talk about all these dudes, bro. But he's not talking about his own family tree. You see, we didn't got some paperwork on Byron Blake family tree.
Now, I gotta take a minute to boast right here, man, because this is how smut free I am. He didn't say we got some paperwork on Byron Blake. He said we got some paperwork on Byron Blake family tree. So you niggas.
Oh, my mama, I gotta take some time to pat myself.
So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
Wacko no hunted, run into the same dilemma with the low, the unsmuttable for years. We've been going through this, and all he can say is, your brother a snitch. Couldn't produce no paperwork. The nigga he posted that told on happened to be from Eddie Boy Hood. Where the paperwork? AB, Abraham, bust her ass. Oh, my mama, my brother posted that told on a nigga that got found guilty of everything my brother got found guilty of. He bailed out within a couple of days in 2005. My brother been in jail ever since with an L. These niggas is crazy.
And went and dug up some other people paperwork and tried to manufacture a way to connect it to me because you niggas can't find nothing on me, man. I just want to take the opportunity to pat myself on the back because these are the exposers. These are the exposers. I can hear right now. Oh, nigga, we got the work. We got the work. So to be a felon and have faced the type of drama that I done faced, and for these guys to get on here and clearly let y'all know that they digging through my shit and they can't find nothing on me. Oh man, that's a blessing. We gonna get back to this though, because this nigga talking about family trees. Let's get back to this.
Here it is, Byron Blake brother got a proffer on a murder. He's a rat, and Byron Blake knows he's a rat.
Now, this goofy dude even tagged me or, mentioned me in a YouTube post on this.
Things I've heard about Eddie Boy brother, I don't know why he even entertaining this type of conversation.
Right? And he posted this link to this paperwork. And this is the paperwork that he talking about with my brother, so we can go over this, but let me just give y'all the core of the shit. You see this right here? The defendant, the nigga who was on trial for the murder, testified that he saw Blake, my brother, rummaging in his pocket. And as he did so, a little gun fell out. The defendant stated that he paid no mind to it and looked out the window. Suddenly, he saw the gun and heard a pop. He and Williams got out the car and ran. The defendant ran to his grandparents' house. He lied to his grandmother and told her that he had been playing basketball. He stated that he was scared to tell on Blake because he was afraid of retaliation from Blake's brother, me. After a few minutes, his grandfather drove him home. At home, he told his mother that Blake had shot Poindexter. So right there, let's stop it. This nigga killed his own cousin over a girl. Got away from the scene, went home and told his mama, who is the other nigga's aunt, that bro did it. So you killed somebody and you blamed it on bro. Y'all see the paperwork? He said he went home right then that day.
And they saying him clearing himself from that is telling the way these niggas talk about police and cooperating. I know they not passing judgment on no situation like this.
And told his mama bro did it. So from that point, you got all of these people who are under the impression that bro did this murder. These people in this family, they under the impression that bro did this murder. So bro said, hell no, nigga, I ain't do it. You did it. I 100% did not agree with the move, but at the same time, I got to respect his choice as a man and his decision as a man, nigga. And I can't hold him accountable when a nigga trying to frame him for murder. Nigga trying to, even if I wouldn't have did it, I can't say, nigga, you a rat snitch because the nigga tried to frame you for a murder. So that's like, you talk about picking and choosing. And the funny thing about this is I've actually spoken on this myself.
He even spoke up on my mother. Broke my heart, came home, this shit then rubbed off on my brother.
So I be really confused when niggas bring that up because see, like, I'm the type of dude that if I feel a way about something, I'm gonna say it. At the time, I was feeling a way about bro in his situation, and I spoke on it because that's what I do. Like, that's the kind of nigga I am. And me and bro, we had sat down and we had our discussion and we went over the paperwork. And you actually, like, you go over it. That's just the appeal paperwork. I've seen the actual police reports. You know what I'm saying? And right off that, you can see that they was trying to frame bro for the murder. So as much as I disagree with the move and I wouldn't have done it, I ain't mad at him for, you know, stepping up and saying, nigga, no, I'm not taking your murder case. I ain't going to the county.
You wouldn't have did it, Brother Blake. Even after knowing all that, you would have stayed zip-lipped. Ooh-wee. You were one of a kind, or, you know, very few, rare breed.
Sitting down fighting it for you. I ain't letting them hang it over my head or none of that shit. It is what it is. But it's funny to hear Eddie Boy saying this shit about my brother, because this is Eddie Boy.
But you gotta take in mind, my brother's 16. So when my brother, the police push up on my brother in the hospital, he give a statement, right?
Same thing Bone from Athens did. When Suge ran him over at Tams, allegedly, we were on camera, we seen it. They put up on Bone, the actor, training day. He gave a statement, told everything that Suge did. Alex Alonso, while he going through a lot of paperwork and cases, I invite him to break down his partner Bone statement. I wonder why he got so much interest in what the East Coasters have and have not done, and don't never speak on what Bones at this park said. That'll be a good one for you, Alex. Let's hear you break that one down.
So he gave a statement. They go get Monster. They catch him and they go get it.
Niggas always got some he was 16 and actually he only
Austin White excuse. You know how many niggas banged out at 16? Shit, I'm a homie little JR. I know niggas that was knocking out stabs and escaping from LP at 16. Nigga, my homie Lil Merc died on 16 or younger in LP. Now, what they talking about?
He had one toe, so he was kind of handicapped for real, and we ain't trying to hear that shit, man. That nigga got popped and his ass told. Get your ass from out here playing. It's that simple, bro. Get from out here playing, man. That nigga got his ass popped and he told. But the irony of you sitting here calling my brother a rat when a nigga tried to frame him for a murder and he just cleared his name, but your brother out here acting like he with the shit and then got hit with some fire and told on a nigga, man. The audacity of you.
I didn't know Brother Blake was up on that. That's what I'm saying. The things I done heard about cuz brother, I don't know why he took this route. Oh, blah, 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 blah.
This nigga, but let's keep going because these niggas be fabricating so much, y'all. Let's clear this shit up.
But this was the kicker for me, man. This dude, Byron Blake, he has to be watching some type of old ass robbery movie type show for him to even go rob somebody with a fucking stock with some stockings on his fucking face, like they not gonna recognize him. Allegedly, this is what the paperwork say. Allegedly, you know, I'm not here to go in depth on, you know, for him to try to clear something up. I don't give a shit, nigga. This is what they say. They say you went in there, you robbed a woman for some purses. For some damn purses. You went in there, I don't know what type of purses it was, but you went in there, robbed a woman with some purses, with a stocking mask on, and then you pointed the gun at her grandson, a little bitty kid, at his head. Hey, man, what the hell you robbing a woman for some purses for?
Yeah. We done been over this paperwork live. If you follow me, you watch me live. But I know this shit gonna touch a different algorithm because of the way it's being uploaded. So for the sake of the people that's just now tuning in, shout out to my people on the West Coast and shit. I know y'all gonna tap in on this one.
Yeah, you already know, Brother Blake. Salutations, brother.
This is the paperwork. October 8th, 2007, this was reported. She went down to talk to the detectives October 8th at 1640. So that's 440. Now, they got her name redacted, but it says that Blank said she had information on recent shooting incident in the Alton area involving Byron Blake. Blank explained that since Blake was recently released from the Department of Corrections, he'd been in several conflicts with Blank, which is her brother. Blank stated that these conflicts stem from a home invasion that had occurred. She explained she had been home with some people and a friend, and She heard a knock at the door and somebody asked, who is it? And then two black males quickly entered the house. One of them, the shorter of the two males, was wearing a see-through stocking over his face and carrying an AK-47. The taller of the two suspects was not masked and carrying a black handgun. Blank said the taller suspect was standing over the victims while the shorter suspect began rummaging through the bedrooms. After returning to the living room, the shorter of the two suspects began speaking, and she recognized him as a person she knows as Byron Blake. So she never said she saw me through a mask. That stocking mask shit is cap, but that's not really relevant here. Let's keep going. She said Byron and said that Blake initially said nothing, but later, while trying to disguise his voice, said, "We ain't gonna hurt you." Then said that Blake held the rifle up to her child's head and stated, "I'll kill all of y'all," which was a lie. But just for the sake of conversation.
But how he trying to make that sound like he wasn't in there on some? I always felt like even Scarface talking about he fucked off the whole shit in that car, bro. Doing what he did to the man with the bomb. And the reason he did it, that was bunk. To be as deep in the game as you was, everything on the line. Nigga, this war. Nigga, women that tell you, oh, that nigga Scarface is supposed to look, do one of these. Kaboom, man, fuck. Yeah, nigga, sorry, covers on some gangster shit.
Right here. Let's just be real here, bro. When you out here in these streets, man, and you, especially you a woman, you got your kids with you, a motherfucker tell you to give it up, man, give it up. It don't matter what it is. Don't try to be a hero, give it up. Because sometimes you're going to run into some people who going to make you want to give it up. And that's just how it go. I be amazed at all of these.
You can't judge a book by its cover. You got niggas coming on here wearing masks every day, doing noon chucks, act like they're at the beach working out. They just lethal and deadly, always giggling, talking about they wish somebody run up on them. Then you got to do like Brother Blake, come on here trying to be as articulate as he can, leaning his most nerdy attributes and elements to present himself on here. He laughs, giggles. He never talks tough, roars up, I'm this, I'm that. And look what a nigga really been up to. Boy, man, leave people alone.
Call street niggas that be trying to, oh, man, you put a gun to, man, look. If a motherfucker told her to get up and she acting like she don't know what's going on, the necessary steps will be taken to you know, it is what it is, bro.
Hey, the baby wasn't harmed. Niggas just sound like hoes, bro.
I ain't saying that that's what I did, but I'm saying that y'all know how this shit go. I be amazed at these niggas. These niggas be trying to sensationalize shit so they can win over the viewers. Like they don't know how this shit go. Anyway, the very next line says, eventually Blake handed Blank his cell phone and told her to call him. So he...
Cuz it's a gangster, cuz. I don't fuck what nobody say. You know how much poise it take to maintain the adrenaline and nervousness to get in that dough like they got in. I think got in dough similar to that. Shout out Stay Slow. Wasn't no females on the other side. It was gangster shit going on though. Hey, looking at the for sale sign in the window. Soon as that door open, and it closed so fast behind, I got a bam, 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 get in behind my peoples. Anyway, for him to get in there, control the situation, allegedly make all them statements, and then got the patience to make that call cuz a gangster.
He's trying to make this whole video in theory about a nigga trying to rob for some purses when the paperwork literally says, I gave her the phone and told her to call him. She immediately called him and told him that they were being robbed.
But he's speaking from perspectives if he don't know it's a such thing as designer purses out here. And if it's enough of them around in one place, it's a lick.
If I was here for the purses right here. Why the fuck I'm telling you to call him? See, people be, the police reports be inaccurate because sometimes the people who make the reports be lying. And sometimes the police
boy don't want to admit to that because he want the whole world to believe Big U is a snitch because the police report has an officer independent of any other witness claiming he heard Big U say, I should have never went to work for Eddie Boy. If you don't get out of here with that bush.
He's be lying. It depends, but this shit, man, come on, man. You trying to twist the hell out of this narrative, bro. Give it up. But anyway, Let's keep going because I want y'all to see the rest of this paperwork. Now, right here, as y'all can see, Blank said that this incident was later discussed with people. Some was telling her not to notify police, others telling her to report it. She added that she knew that Blank and a friend of his had been having confrontations with Blake because of this incident, but she would not elaborate. So basically, she telling on me, not on them. Blank did add that Byron Blake and an unknown subject shot up Oakwood Friday, October 5th, just 3 days before she gave this statement. That was one.
Other Blake, if you don't calm down, run around town terrorizing, boy. Yeah, they see the video, the pack out. I seen it. It didn't phase my near. But, you know, even them that day, people are fortunate things turn out the way they turn out, dealing with certain people. Sometimes they don't even know it.
One shooting she blamed on me. Blank also added that Byron Blake had been ripping several people in the area. She believed that Byron Blake had shot Mark Osborne, that he had ripped Greg Taylor. During that investigation, Greg Taylor stated that Byron Blake and Michael Lumpkins had tried to rob him at gunpoint. So as y'all can see, they was blaming all kind of shit on me, bro. It was like, I get it though, you know, to see all of this shit and they giving you report numbers, and I'm not telling y'all I did these things. This is somebody else telling the police that I did these things. So when you got niggas who running around trying to act like they the biggest, baddest, toughest niggas in the world, and then they just, I'm not even here, bro. Listen, I have never met Big U in my life. I'm just calling it how I see it on the paperwork, bro. You niggas is mad and y'all making it personal because y'all.
This is the epitome of real, recognized real. I do know Big U, but I've long been attracted to his coverage of certain issues because he just keep it a Google. I remember Nip told me, I should remember this SPI, no matter where I am. He used to my music in general, though, recording, he was like, I just stick to saying some real nigga shit. Because no matter if it's tomorrow, 10 years from now, or 100 years from now, I just trust that when a real nigga hear it, he gonna feel it. And this is what takes place. This is how this became my internet constituent. On my mama, just keeping it a Google, sticking to the script, facts over feelings. And when you have that criteria for yourself, you can filter through millions of people and end up relating to like-minded. That's how you got all these other type of political groups and other ideologies that are able to connect online because they connect through the principles that they believe in.
Like, you did it, bro. You did, but we gonna get to that, Eddie boy. I promise you, we gonna get to that. Y'all see this shit, man. What's crazy, I didn't even go to prison for this. I actually beat this case. I beat this case in 54 days.
Good.
Because listen to it. She's telling the police she know that me and her brother been having conflicts over this. So she telling the police, yeah, he robbed us a minute ago, but we didn't report it. And now him and my brother been getting into it over this situation. And basically my brother lose and Byron coming through shooting up everybody and shooting everything up. So I'm gonna come down here and tell the police. That's what happened. That's the best summary that I can give you. You trying to twist it and flip it. Oh, this nigga, he came in the house and he took the purses and man, ain't no motherfucker robbing nobody for no purses, man. You know, but this is the game that these dudes play. When they don't have nothing, they gotta make up something. You talk about my brother, bro. Your brother told. Under completely different circumstances. So what are you talking about? Get the skeletons out your... And
this whole campaign is out here for a rat. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Now I'm actually the one who I said that. And that's before I talked to bro and I feel how I feel right now. That just goes to show y'all, that's just a demonstration of how when I feel a way, it don't really matter who it is. I'm going to say whatever I got to say how I feel about the shit. It's that simple, bro. and with that said, I'm going to wrap this one up. I ain't going to keep y'all too long, man. I just really wanted to come let y'all know that I see this. I see these goofies in the games that they trying to play. But this ain't that, man. This ain't that. Everything will be addressed accordingly. You know what I mean? And in the meantime, In between time, hit that hype button, hit that like button before you get up out of here. Like, comment, subscribe. Oh, hold on. Let me get y'all the real though, real quick, because I gotta make sure I get this down. The reason why I really was even skeptical about even saying something to this nigga, because this nigga said this right here.
Own family. Talk about whoever you got going on, bro, because you don't know me, bro, at all, man. I don't give a shit what you say, nobody say, or nothing like that. You couldn't stand next to me. None of you big you millions can stand next to me. Ain't none of you dudes can.
What is Christopher Lovejaw but a big U marshmallow minion? You know this. That's crazy. A failed minion that turned into a whole no 100 million. This dude just be talking out the side of his neck.
Do nothing, bro. You know, I can make sure that nigga will be in jail for the rest of his motherfucking life if I choose to.
He sounds just like a snitch.
Oh my God, no way, yeah.
You know, you didn't just say that.
I make sure. Hey, policeman, I know something. Me, Eddie boy, I know something. Looking ass nigga, man. Get your cop ass off. This is why I be like, I ain't gonna say, because I don't want a nigga going down there. He's so mad that his cover blown that he just gonna go pile on some more false allegations on Big U. But I thought about it like, well, he did say this on the internet. So if he were to, you know what I mean, try to pull that, it would backfire on him, because you basically saying, hey, let me talk about Big U and say whatever I want to say about him. And you better not say nothing or call me out on no lies or no nothing that I say wrong, because I bury him if you do. That's basically what he's saying. So y'all heard the nigga already. We called the police. We used the police. I can't beat that, bro. Y'all see this? Y'all just seen that paperwork of a motherfucker talking about some Byron shot this nigga and robbed this nigga. And I done had enough police contact people telling the police on me, man. I done had enough. Them days is done. I'm just chilling, laid back, cooling, how I be cooling, man. Hit that hype button, hit that like button before you get up.
My mama, brother Blake strikes again. I know what it's like. At the age of 17, had crimes turn state evidence on you, a handful of them, man. It's crazy. Thought they was your partners. Yeah, Eddie Boy boo-boo, man. He too old for this shit. Who is Eddie Boy age at any capacity outside of tiny teeth and tongue, hypocription, Tony, Toon, involved in these conversations to this degree, like with this behavior? I need to be somewhere taking this blood pressure medicine. Assalamu alaikum. I keep.
Get you some money, you're gonna feel different.
Straight up.
You might even, all that other advice I could have gave you, this the short version. You know, get you a couple dollars, man. You're gonna feel different.
Net Hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.